Hey! And this is very, very sloppy editing, by the way. And I'm Wet Hamster, and I have Gildas once more with me. And right there is a sound sync test. Me just messing around in the little menus. So how have you been, Gildas?
Good, good. And those are some frozen apples.
Yep. And right about here in the live commentary, I'd be introducing myself and whatnot. Yes, I ruined the magic by not... Well, I kind of forgot to remove this, but I'm so tired. I don't care. I just got off the plane. I'm home.
Still gotta move that product.
Well, I figure, you know, people the one person who's watching deserves a video for waiting and being patient. And got a new Gunlance and some new gear.
Spec Ops Gunlance.
Yeah. I forget to show the Gunlance right off the bat, and I end up showing it mid-fight. At least I believe I do. But it's
always a good spot to show off raw numbers.
Yeah. So this set gives me Gunnery Mastery, but I put a decoration on it, so now I got Gunnery King. So now I can spam Wyvern's Fire if I want, and do a lot of damage with shelling, especially with the Spec Ops line of Gunlances, because it's specialized in shelling.
Very nice.
It has a
Diva Kokoto.
And actually, I'm pretty happy that it gives me all that little extra health boost too. At least at this point.
Wow.
At least at this point.
You've been Gunlancing.
Yeah. I noticed that my little card is also now made of wood and not paper.
Moving on up.
Yeah. And as you can also see, my chefs are pretty decent. But I've been eating a lot out.
Look at them go.
Yeah. And I just wanted to kind of show off the costumes for the max level. And, like...
I add the different costumes for both, costume sets.
Yeah, and I also kind of... And as you can see, like, the head chef always has the coat with this set. And with the other uniform, it's like... It's basically the neckerchief that's either green or red. Green for the... not head chefs, I guess. I are good at the English. And, whoa, look at Micah. He's got a red name.
Ooh, level 20.
Oh yeah, level 20. And,
bomb strength and large barrel bomb.
Yeah, I'm basically just missing hyperdrive, and then I got my ideal bomb cat, and his stats are maxed out. Stats are maxed out at 500 points added together of attack and defense. And I can't get any lower attack because there's like a minimum set level of defense or attack depending on the level. So he's as good as he's gonna get until he gets hyperdrive, so he can run even faster with the large bomb barrels and catch up to monsters. And
yeah, that's one thing. They typically waste their bombs because they're too busy slowly waddling up to them, and then they blow up.
Exactly.
Halfway there.
And Faye needs True Health Flute, and then he's my perfect buff cat. And I really need to learn more skills with my paralyzed cat. I need the stat effect up, and attack up probably wouldn't hurt either, but I don't know what I'm going to do with the last stat. But, you know, I'm going to start using my other cats because they need levels now.
You gotta switch them out. You gotta abuse them all equally.
Yeah. Now that I've got them going, now I can, like, you know, choose little this, little that. Like if I'm fighting a kut-ku, I'm not bringing a bomb cat. So we're gonna fight a Yian Garuga this time.
The lone wolf.
Yeah. And I really didn't do too much editing, cutting of load screens and whatnot. Mainly just because I'm tired and I just want to like quickly put something up to say I'm still alive. I'll probably be up to speed with making episodes in a week or so. Well, not a week or so. In about a week, I'll probably be producing episodes at a fairly rapid pace. I just gotta get over jet lag. And jump cut.
Oh yeah, movie magic.
Yeah, I forgot that a lot of times there's like this cutscene the first time you see the monster, and then I was like wandering around looking for him, and I was like, finally wandered in this cave while I was looking for him, and they're like, oh, right, cutscene. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, this boy's a nasty little mixture.
So, he is like a Yian Kut-ku mixed with Rathian.
Yep.
And this is the first monster that gets his own battle theme.
Oh yeah.
This is when they start actually, mixing it up with like battle themes. I quite like that. Not that I in particular like his battle theme.
Yeah. Well, it's a unique one for him.
Yeah, it's nice to listen to something different than the jungle music. Even though I do like the jungle fight music. And here's what is breakable on him. You can cut off his tail. You can break his wings. You can also break his head twice. First break on his head is his
the ear and
the second time for the ear, which also counts as a main drop.
Mess up his eye too.
Oh yeah. I quite like how many breaks you can get on this guy. I really like the Yian Garuga because it's not a kut-ku, and there's a lot of parts you can break off. I really like monsters that have lots and lots of parts.
Yeah, he's similar to kut-ku, only in build, really. A few of the moves are the same, but a lot of them are unique.
Mm-hmm. He's even got like one where he like slams his jaw into the ground while charging forward, and he slams his jaw 3 times into the ground while charging.
Yeah.
And that really hurts. Also, when he enrages, his damage just spikes up like crazy.
Yeah, he can be a very brutal guy. Oh, and there's the first break.
And not to mention that his tail, poison, just like Rathy.
Oh yeah.
So that's why they gave me antidotes. And I was sitting and thinking, oh shoot, I forgot antidotes. I forgot that this guy can poison. Wonderful.
Fireballs like Rathian.
Oh yeah.
Sonic attacks to stun you.
Yeah, I think you need high-grade earplugs with this one in particular to actually stop the sonic attack, while with just Rathy and Rathalos, it's low-grade earplugs.
Yeah, this guy's sonic attacks are potent.
Oh yeah. But he also makes sweet, sweet armor that'll give you high-grade earplugs.
Yeah, his armor is pretty good for a medium tier.
Oh yeah.
It's got a lot of nice stuff on it.
But later on, you'll actually want to use specialized gear against certain monsters because they have what I like to call dick move auras.
Oh yeah.
Pardon my French.
The elders.
The elders. We'll get into those really soon. I think there's like a Kashula Dora, which is one of the elders in 4-star, and I'm gonna save that till last just because. Why not? Get geared up, prepared for him.
Wind bag.
Yeah, that describes him perfectly. Honestly, what I like to do against him is I'm probably going to end up bringing a hammer for the first fight. And I'm not going to say why, and I'll tell people why when that time comes, but for now I'm going to keep my little secret. Those who played the game probably have a good idea why I'm bringing a hammer.
Yep.
But there's so many breaks on this guy, I love it. And if you've been paying attention to the fight, it's just lovely how quickly the Wyvern's fire reloads. The only reason why I'm not just spamming the hell out of it is because I'm actually trying to get some breaks. It's not really the most accurate thing when you're trying to cut off a tail.
Yeah. It's a bit difficult for the tail. You did break his beak with it, though.
Yeah. Well, that's because it's like, it pretty much hits the front of him and his legs.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll get the wings depending on how big he is or how small he is. If he's small enough, it'll also hit the wings, but it'll never hit the tail. And man, you got that tail for that extra sweet carve. Oh.
Yeah, the tail with this guy, when he's that mobile, is harder to get.
And plus, it's a really small tail too. And honestly, Gunlances aren't the best tail cutting weapons.
No, they're not. But the shelling gets extra damage in there, which is good.
Yeah, I mean, I usually do a cut and then do some shelling, and then I'll weaken the tail to the point where I just need to hit it once. Also, another thing about him is he has ridiculous amounts of armor on different body parts. There goes an ear. And it misses.
Yeah, if you get, if you're off just by a little, you'll be bouncing.
Yeah. So, I also noticed there's a pretty decent fencing armor set through sending Trendy on missions to get dragon moss and dragon wood. That would actually be pretty useful against certain monsters like the green plethysio. For those that don't know what fencing does, it does it so you can't ever bounce off of monsters.
Yeah, you'll always go through. I think it might be with slightly lower damage, but not as much if you bounce.
No, I mean, you do full damage when you bounce, you just take a ton of durability, sharpness damage on your weapon. That's the only difference, as far as I've read, at least.
In fact, sometimes you can get a lot more hits in if you're bouncing off them because of with certain weapons.
But it really kills your sharpness, and sometimes you don't want to have to sharpen your weapon in the middle of combat.
Yeah, any gains you gain from the speed on that is lost when you have to have downtime for sharpening.
Especially when suddenly they enrage and you run the potential risk of losing half your health. And I'm getting rid of him before he runs into too much interference. But I've been looking forward to this Gunlance. I really like this Gunlance, and I actually didn't notice that this set of gear gave gunnery until I looked at it and I was just choosing an equipment set to show off.
It looks like a completely matching set, though.
Yeah. I was surprised that it gave gunnery. I was like, yes, gunnery. Yes, gunnery mastery. That means, oh wait, I can get gunnery key and show it off. It is really, it's one of the good sets of skills that you can get for a Gunlance. Either you go full defense, or you go full gunnery, or you go a mixture of like fencing and evasion, or fencing and defense.
Miscellaneous skills.
Yeah. But that's really the good skills for Gunlance users. Attack doesn't really do much because you're also shelling, and that's not going to affect your attack.
Nope. There it goes. You've broken just about everything, it looks like.
Yeah.
One wing.
And the tail. Spoiler, I don't get the last wing, even though I desperately try. But I got the tail, which is, in my opinion, the most important thing.
Yeah,
it's just not a principle.
That would have been a poison. Yeah, he's just not everything this guy does is lethal.
So,
some way or another.
Which before I forget, we were reading up on the weaknesses earlier, a few minutes earlier, and yeah, I forgot what the weakness was for the live commentary, so here it is for the post commentary that everyone is listening to and not the live commentary. And it is water on the head, so it's one of the few monsters that actually have a weakness towards water.
Yeah, those poor weapons. Water weapons are so useless in most cases.
The elemental weaknesses are really unbalanced in monsters that try and as monster to try, everything's weak to dragon, and in this game, everything's weak to fire.
Being weak to dragon is pretty much a monster hunter thing, really.
It is, but it's like everything in try is like exceptionally. So it's just there's far more that's weak to dragon than in this game. But then again, I guess maybe that's because there's far less monsters to try.
That's true.
And,
yeah, the more monsters, especially with subspecies, the more variety you can get in that area. And
for those wondering, I actually have a second game file, and I have pretty much won the single player and most of the multiplayer while I was in the US and board. And I was not paying attention there. I was kind of like half sleep dazed and kind of busy talking. Oh, shit. Screw it. I'm only just going to do one recording unless this goes horribly wrong.
Excuses.
Yeah. But jet lag is fun. But no, I pretty much finished the game except for one mission. I'm not going to get into that right now, but it's pretty tough. I would need G rank gear to win it. But I am pretty much prepared for all the challenges ahead, and I had a male character on the second character slot, so my plan is also kind of to show off male armor sets. And here I forgot that I actually carved the tail. That's how tired I am. But yeah,
it's always worth a check.
But yeah, I figure I'd show off male armor sets as well.
Yeah, a lot of the differences are pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
And some of them are really... It's hard to tell what an armor set sometimes is. You're like, wait.
Yeah, I know. I actually kind of like a lot more of the male model sets than the female ones. But maybe that's just because I'm a guy and I like big armors and not just, you know, scantily clad armors.
Yeah, a lot of the female ones are like a bikini with a skirt.
Or a tiara.
Yeah.
Or a headpiece. Like this one has a tiara instead of a helmet.
Yeah.
And the jerk goes to 2.
Oh boy.
I was clearing out the air and waiting for him in 3. It just flies by.
The Velocipede drone.
Yeah.
Dome. Oh yeah. Party time.
Yeah. He's limping. I was going to break his second wing, I told myself, but... And I kind of already knew he was weakened because his ears were flipped back, but I was like, well, unless I see him limp... But then I saw him shortly after I kind of said that to myself.
You got one of the wings, so that's...
Yeah.
Good
I showed it off. It's pretty much the same with Rattlers and Claws.
You can safely check that box.
Yeah. And it's being a really annoying focusing on the
everywhere but there.
Ignoring me and attacking the cat. Oh. But I really do like the Yian Garuga. It's like when I first tried it, it was like, okay, it's like a combination of the both, and it was a really fun fight. And it certainly was, I was just expecting a kut-ku, completely different than what I expected.
Yeah, he can really throw you off, especially with speed. He's pretty quick.
Yeah, he is really quick, especially when enraged. And
yeah, he's relentless when he's enraged. He'll just stomp you and never stop.
And I don't know why they give me sonic bombs when I can't really stop him with sonic bombs. I kind of find that weird, though. Or maybe it's just something I had in my inventory. I wasn't paying attention to that part of the game. I don't think it was something I had in my inventory because I completely emptied out my inventory and prepared for this fight, except for the antidotes that I forgot, of course. But no, you can't deafen this guy. His hearing apparently just isn't good enough. But then again, I guess he screams ears to death.
Yeah, his ears are a component for the high-grade earplugs, I think.
Yeah, the decoration one.
Yeah.
Either way, this
I guess that makes sense.
Garuga is basically earplug goodness all around.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of fights earplugs for because
yeah, earplugs one of my all-around favorite.
Yeah, I mean when something's enraged and they roar the second they're enraged and then they hit you while you're stunned, that can usually just kill you.
My lovely earplug crutch.
I love it. And I got quite a bit of goodies. I won't complain. All the breaks and the capture. But as I said, hopefully in a week I will start producing a few more videos. I just need to get over jet lag and win Batman Arkham City. Anyway, thank you for joining me. We will see you next time.